We're back!
Whoa!
Whoa! Barely. Truly, honestly, truly. Well, hello there. Welcome to The Cup, the currently unnamed podcast where we put the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy, a Say Something Gay, here with some coffee in a mug featuring the state of Michigan, the U.S. state of Michigan.
Love that for you. I'm Eris Envy, your punk rock Harry Mary Fairy, coming to you from York, except that's not where I live, that's just where I do drag, and I don't know why I keep saying that. And this week, I'm drinking tea. I had a clever line I was going to do, and I fully forgot it.
Oh no.
It's one of those days.
Very that.
And or should I say, hi! My name is Sam DMV, also known as Sam de Monterrey, also known as Anissa Long, your fellow friendly trans, non-binary Filipino Canadian, mentally unstable, hot mess healing all the way from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Emphasis on Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And today I have some Kirkland signature natural spring water brought to you by Costco.
What? No way.
Not the Kirkland
Water is
signature.
good for you.
I also have some.
I want to know if Kirkland do wigs. Can I get a Kirkland signature lace front?
I wish I had one.
Anyway,
we're
not here to talk about.
You need the membership first, though.
My roommate has one. My roommate has one. We're good. But we are here talking about the premiere episode of Drag Race Philippines. This was a lot, and I was very happy about it.
This season's giving.
It's so good so far. I love every second of it, honestly.
It's what I expected out of Philippine drag, out of the Philippine LGBTQ scene and more. Like, I love it so much. Seeing people that look like me, it's amazing, honestly. And finally, with that, we're having another Southeast Asian winner.
I was gonna say finally the Filipino queen won't go home second, but there is gonna be a second episode to this season.
I mean, yes,
but we'll also get a Filipino to win Drag Race, so I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, very, very that. Before we dive in, we just want to briefly touch on some comments that were made on our cast assessment video. Go check it out if you want to. So yeah, we did not do the proper research that we should have prior to that episode. Most, if not all, of the cultural references were lost on Eris and myself, and Sam to an extent,
and me. I take full accountability into my ignorance.
Yeah, there was just a lot of ignorant comments happening, and we've since then done our research. We've done everything we can in that short period of time to educate ourselves on drag culture in the Philippines, and we continue to do that for this episode and the second episode, which both premiered this week. Mm-hmm. We're going to continue to do that for the rest of the season, because like with all of the Western Drag Race franchises that we cover, we want to make sure that we are also accurately talking about the presentation of drag as it pertains to people in the Philippines.
Yep. I think especially for me, I think this Drag Race Philippines especially is kind of now why I'm making it so much more important for my mom to kind of watch it with me, because I know she'll be a lot more likely to get these references than I would.
Sure.
Just would like to also clarify to those that watched our cast assessment video and kind of questioned my ethnicity in a way. I am a Filipina Canadian. I was born in Canada to Filipino immigrants. So I do not understand. So I never got to fully understand the full essence of what it is to be a Filipino kind of thing. That might not be put well, but I hope y'all catch the drift.
And I'll just quickly say thank you to everyone who left comments in good faith, telling us, hey, here's some things you kind of got wrong, and hey, you don't need to say this thing, and you sort of need to think more about this. That's appreciated, and if we miss anything in the future, please just tell us, because we are, of course, more than willing to understand this. And I don't want to go back and watch that video now because I know I look like an asshole. And I'll take this moment.
Did. Yeah. I did. None of us look good.
None of us
at all.
And I'll take this moment specifically to apologize to Precious, Paula, and Nicole for the comment I made about wearing braids. I didn't know that braids are that it's acceptable for Filipinos to wear braids in the way that in the Western world, wearing braids when you're not Black is not seen as acceptable. I now understand why it's acceptable for Filipino people to wear braids, and I'll keep my mouth shut about that in future. And I'm excited to enjoy the season and also learn more about Filipino culture and Filipino drag culture.
Very that energy. So with that, let's talk some shit. I'm kidding.
Well, it's not entirely shit.
Not entirely shit, because most of the looks in this episode were great.
They were.
Let's start with the entrances, shall we?
Yes, let's get into it.
In our, what did I say earlier? 54 slide. 54 slideshow. Yeah, woo, fabulous. 48 looks. Let's talk about them. Entrance looks. First into the workroom, Corazon.
Happy fiesta. So yes.
Drink every time she says pageant queen.
Yes, obviously that's kind of what she based her look off of. And basically it's inspired by the fiesta or the festival. As they simply call it, which they celebrate yearly towards a special person, a harvest, or some, depending on where it is, they'll celebrate something about that place, something very particular. And I know, being the pageant queen that Corazon is, she's very familiar with that scene because gay pageants are a very common thing.
Yeah.
Before I ask about the look, I just want to ask with our viewers, because this is what I've sort of inferred from the first two episodes, is there a massive separation between the club scene and the pageant scene? Because I do drag within the UK, and the UK doesn't actually have a pageant scene. We have one drag pageant in the entire UK. Whereas in the US, from what I understand of US drag culture, drag queens who do pageants also work in the club. But from what I've gotten from Corazon is that she doesn't do any work in clubs. She just does the pageants.
It's probably not my place to answer either, because obviously I've never been to the Philippines, but I hope there isn't a line between like pageant queen and club queen, quote unquote. Because really, I feel like queens can have the freedom to perform anywhere they want to.
That being said, this is a nice fucking wig. This is a good quality wig.
This is a good look.
I really like this look.
She kept it clean, but she still had grandiosity to her, and I think this told us everything we really needed to know about Corazon in one look, which is what you do in an entrance look.
Yeah.
Oh, I also would like to acknowledge kind of the background, what's going on in the workroom, and especially this entrance too. If you look very closely, obviously you can see the blue and red being two of the colors of the Philippines. But even if you look around the door, you can kind of see that sun, which is also inspired by the Philippine flag. So I just kind of want to acknowledge that, and you can see some cool design on the walls too, which is kind of inspired by like kind of I want to say basket weaving, but I haven't seen much of these on baskets, but you'll be able to find a lot of these on like furniture and like housing.
That being said, for Corazon, my cup is I'm going to give her a strong 90.
I'm gonna give it a 90 as well.
Yeah, I think I'm going to give it a 90 as well. I like the way that she accessorized. I think you could always go a little bit bigger, but I mean, the headpiece is kind of big enough.
I feel like the dress could be a bit longer. Almost like
I
a
think
train.
I agree with you.
Like it could have just an inch more so it touched the floor, and also maybe a train or more of a train.
Yeah, potentially. But yeah, I think this is a solid 90. I like what's happening with the wrist area.
I
can't
love
tell.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget if it's like a ruffle or a whatever detail, but I think she looks great.
She looks great.
Mm.
Up
And
next.
she's so pretty.
Oh, yes.
Eva Le Queen.
Everyone shut the fuck up. This is my bitch. This is the one I'm
Okay.
rooting for this season.
Okay.
I am obsessed with Eva Le Queen. And also
like
I
Eva.
love that the first like look she comes out in is this grand. It reminds me of like the Disney Eva Queen, like from Snow White. It reminds me very much of that.
Yeah.
Flawlessness from head to toe. And I will add that Eva is on my list of at least 4 or 5 queens on the season that I think is ridiculously attractive.
Ooh.
But this is a fucking entrance look. Like, what can you say about this?
It's Eva Le Queen. That's all I can say about
Very
it.
that.
It's
yeah.
her brand.
It's so on brand for her, and she does it so well. Like
We'll
this,
talk a lot about brand here in the future. 'cause
We'll
God
get into
help
it next episode.
we'll get to branding in the next episode.
but this look is amazing. I love this so much.
All of the details are done really well. I love that this was a high-low because I think she could have gone in so many different directions, and I do appreciate the high-low. The integration of the purple into the look, the makeup is fantastic. I mean, my cup is full. I can't really say anything else about it.
I love the nail gloves. Like the nail gloves are so well done. My cup's overflowing. This is my first overflowing of the season, and it's the second look of the season.
Gag.
I'm gonna say my cup is full.
Slay.
Work, Ladiva. Turing.
Of course.
I think this is my bitch. Honestly.
I could see that for you. I thought Eva was
There's
going to be
so
yours.
many. There's so many queens that I'm really enjoying, and I'm enjoying everybody. There's some people whose like character on this produced reality TV program I'm not loving, but like I like everybody on this cast. Let me make that
Truly
very
that.
clear. This entrance look is perfectly fine.
Can we just talk about when Corazon looked over to Eva and said, "I bet the next one through the door is going to be the first one to go." I was like,
Oh,
and
we'll
that was-
talk more about that later.
We'll talk more about that.
like the rivalry starts here for these two. But I like this look. This is a good costume for like, I would say it's a great costume for performing in the bar. I can't remember. Did she have a reveal? I'm gonna be like
No.
really
No.
yeah. I'm gonna be like really honest with everyone. I watched the episodes the moment they came out, and it's now the following Monday, so it has been 5 days. So if I'm a little blurry in the details, but I think she looks wonderful, and I loved like the boots matching the bodysuit.
Yes.
Like that's always a big thing for me.
I like the little drape moment that's happening in the back. Like it elevates it just ever so slightly above like basic bodysuit. I love the wig. Her makeup is phenomenal. Remember, do y'all remember her promo look?
Yes.
Okay, so
who is this queen? I love her, but like
she looks so much different than her promo look. But you know, versatility. We do love a versatile queen.
Truly.
Anyway,
if you would... Oh, sorry, Sam. You go ahead.
No, I actually now that kind of we know the reference of like her look, I kind of like it a bit more. But
oh yeah,
I was like, but I definitely do like this a lot better than her promo look. I don't know. I just love the garment. I love the drape, kind of the drape coming off the shoulder. I love the hair. I don't know, for some reason, in comparison with like Eva Le Queen and Corazon, I don't know.
Yeah, because I think it's tough to walk into the workroom right after Eva came in what is a fantastic garment.
Yeah.
Especially if you're coming with just a bodysuit. I think for me, there's a couple of things I would change personally. I think I wish there was like a peplum skirt or some kind of skirt happening around the waist, just to give it a slightly different
Ooh.
silhouette. Because I'm not obviously not a fan of walking into the workroom in a bodysuit, even if that bodysuit is great.
Yeah.
I also will say, whilst the upper part of the wig looks really good, I think it could do with just a bit of a steaming towards the bottom because I don't know if it's just this photo or just my eyesight. It does just look like it needs a bit of a steam just going over it just a little bit. But that's
Yeah.
super nitpicky of me, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Just popping back to her promo look for a second, though. If you had showed me that promo and been like, oh yeah, this is the seamstress dance queen, I would not have gotten that.
We love some versatility. I think I'm gonna give Turing an 85.
I'll also give at the tours an 85.
I'm going to give this a 75, just in comparison to what else we've seen this episode so far.
Sure.
That's me.
Marina Summers.
I'm enjoying her a lot so far.
I'm a fan. I truly am a fan.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to think during the promos. I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't 100% sold, but these 2 episodes, I'm on the Marina train.
Marina's bringing it.
This look is a swimsuit and some ruffled like cape situation, and I'm just eating it up. Like I don't know what it is. She is just serving. It's branded.
She's selling it. She's selling the fuck out of this.
I don't normally love a strappy sandal heel, but she makes it look so effortless. And just
see, personally, I'm a whore for a gladiator sandal.
Yeah.
What I will say about this look, much like with what you said about Turing's look, Logan, I think what makes it better is the draping of the fabric and also the grandiosity of the sleeve here. I think that elevates it, because if she had just come in like the yellow bodysuit, we probably would have hated this.
But absolutely.
I think adding this structure is not the word I'm looking for. Adding the scale of it with the sleeve, adding the scale of it with the embellishment really works.
Yeah.
And her makeup is gorgeous, and this wig is perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, this is an 85.
Basically everything that was said, I kind of echo as well. Like, my favorite part is the sleeves. The sleeves are everything to me, and I love the color scheme. It is very much giving me Tropical Bombshell from Makati City. Is she a short queen?
I think she is. She seems to be shorter.
I love that for Marina, because I am also a short queen. But I will also give this an 85.
I don't give a single fuck. My cup is full. And I'm saying that about a fucking bodysuit, but like she looks so good.
She does look really good.
I don't give a fuck. Marina, my cup is full. I love it. I love you.
Okay.
Love you with feelings.
Love you with
Lady
feelings.
Morgana.
Hello,
no, okay. So I love Turing and I love most of this cast. I still think Lady Morgana is my bitch. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know.
Of course she is. She's the camp queen. Of course she's gonna be your bitch.
Fuck you. Of course. Like, oh my god, I love Lady Morgana. Oh my god.
She's adorable, honestly, and I eat her up.
Oh my god. I
really like this look as well. I love the drama. A lot of people chose black, which I think is a really interesting choice. I don't remember. There's not a lot of black entrance looks across black fabric. Let me clarify. Black drag queens, fabulous looks, beautiful looks, lovely looks. I don't remember that many promo or entrance looks in black. Like none are really standing out to me.
I can only really think
the ones in
of
here.
Yes.
I can only really think No, because that was more grey. I was gonna say Estina Mandela's, but she had that grey coat on, and then the black
Gray,
was
yeah.
only
Oh, Taste.
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 And it was black and white.
Taste
Yeah,
had the
fair enough.
But I didn't think about that.
Taste had the jacket, the big jacket.
Oh shit, you're right.
That wasn't black.
Anyway, Lady Morgana.
Anyway, yes.
I love the hat. I love a big fuck off hat. Like that's
Go
always
fair,
been
this
my
is how you
favorite.
wear those hats.
Yes, Fofer. This is how you wear the hat. I like the wig. I like the accents of this like darker. I think it's a darker blue in with the black in the wig. And
purple.
Is it a purple? I can't really.
It looks like a purple with this lighting.
I'm gonna be honest. I love everything but the shoes.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
I personally don't mind the shoes because it
I
kind
don't
of
hate the
goes
shoe.
because it kind of goes with the accessories.
This might just be me, but I would have preferred a black pump. And
Sure.
also, I hate this
Sure.
kind of point on a shoe. Like, it's not for me.
Sure.
Fair. I
But
think. Sorry.
But what I will say is, I love that this dress looks like it's made out of either satin or silk. It looks expensive, and she looks good.
Yes. No, Lady Morgana has really good drag, and I'm eating it up. This dress is amazing. The hat's amazing. I love the color scheme of it all. I think what really gets me over the moon for it is how she accessorizes it, because I feel like all the kind of like white, silver, almost like accessorizing kind of complements this look pretty well, in my opinion. I just really love this.
She
With feelings.
stoned her panties. With
She stoned her
feelings.
panties.
With feelings.
With
feelings.
My cup
Fuck
is.
it. My cup is full.
See, I want to say full, but like, there's so many good looks this episode. I just don't want to say my cup is full for every look.
I don't give a single fuck.
I don't care.
For the shoes, and also because I'm not feeling the brooch on the waist, my cup's at a 95.
Wow.
I'm going to be the harsh one.
My cup's full.
Thank
full
you, Sam.
with feelings.
Full with feelings. I fucking love her. Precious Paula Nicole.
She's so fucking funny.
This is a look.
This is a look. I wasn't expecting her to walk out in something like this.
It was strange.
I think I like it.
Okay, so I really it really is a cute look, and she looks good. Don't get me wrong. It's just I was very surprised to see her out like this, especially because of what she did for her promo look.
I think what we're gonna get from Precious Paula Nicole is a lot of versatility, especially from what we've seen across the 2 episodes so far.
Oh yeah,
I'm excited. I know in the Meet the Queens I said, "Oh, I think Precious Paula Nicole might be an early out." I've now 180'd on that. I think Precious Paula Nicole is probably going to be finalist.
I can see it,
and I wouldn't be mad about it from what we've seen so far.
Precious Paula Nicole, I personally kind of put with like Eva Le Queen in terms of like they are both very polished and very seasoned queens, and they're very good at what they do. So,
yeah, I agree. I mean, this look is like it's a corset with a little tutu moment, the bear, the shoe, the hair. It's cute. I don't dislike the look.
I don't dislike the look either, but in comparison with other queens,
yeah, comparatively to everyone else on the entrance looks, this is not my favorite. What I will say is zoom in on those shoes because I want them. I want
those shoes as well.
Like
those
they're giving Bratz doll.
I'm living.
Oh, absolutely.
Personally, for me, this look sits at my cup being 65% full. I think I would like this more if she had a big lavender wig.
Sure.
Instead of like the figure waves and the headband.
Yes.
That's fair.
But she was going for this whole teddy bear thing, so I think that might have taken it out of it.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it a 75. I think it's good.
I'm gonna give this an 80.
Okay. Minty Fresh.
Minty Fresh.
This is cute.
Lovely gown.
Nice gown, beautiful gown. I love the hair.
Oh, the shoes match the dress, don't they? It's just the lighting here.
Yes.
Okay. Because if it's not matchy, I hate it. I'm kidding.
Well,
I think this is a wonderfully made dress. I love
Yeah.
that she kept the wig simple, but there's still volume to it. I love the jewelry. Is it more clean and more fashion forward? Yes. But I think that's Minty's brand.
yes.
So I can accept that from her.
Yeah.
Branding. Eris, is it branding?
What I will say is the face.
Oh my
The
god, she's
face.
fucking stunning.
Mug.
Down. Like, so good.
Oh, I just also would like to acknowledge this is where we first get our moment between.
Oh jeez.
Yeah. I was gonna
The
bring
little-
all of that up after we go through the looks, but yeah.
Okay.
Because I forgot some other things that I wrote down from other people's entrances that I meant to include when we were talking about those specific people, and I didn't. So
I did enjoy the little Coco Montrese, Alyssa Edwards edit between them.
they gave them the Coco and Alyssa music. I loved it.
The face crack of the century.
We'll talk a lot about Minty Fresh and Marina Summers and most of the girls at Nektar.
Yeah.
What
But
is like 6 queens on this cast or work
There's
at
literally
Nektar.
6 of them, including the creative director.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
That would be like if 6 drag queens who work at Yates were on the next season of like Drag Race UK. Which honestly, that would be great fucking TV because we are a messy bunch in a fun way.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so back to this outfit. I don't mind it. Although I wish kind of the garment was this kind of thing this kind of moment that's flowing off of the hip. I love. I just wish around that area that it was a bit longer so that when she bends over, you don't see the panties.
Yeah, I think the
that's
dress
fair.
needed to be just an inch longer.
Yeah.
What I will
Yeah.
say is I love the stoning and the texture of the gown and the movement of this.
Oh yeah.
I bet if she did a number in this, it would move like magic.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna give this. I want to give this more, but I think I'm gonna give this an 85. Am I being harsh? I feel like I'm being harsh.
That's not really harsh at all, actually. Because I was gonna give it. Actually, I was also gonna give it an 85. Yeah.
I'm gonna give it an 80.
I just remembered how I've spoken about Spanky Jackson on some of our episodes, and I realized I'm not being harsh at all.
Yep.
Watch our Down Under coverage.
That part. It's a good season. Gigi Era. Speaking of Australia,
Gigi
I think
Era.
this might be my sleeper pick. I don't know.
I
I
Gigi.
kind of love her.
I love Gigi.
She's so much fun.
We love a monochromatic look. I honestly just wish the hair was red.
Me too, honestly.
It is.
The hair she wears
Is it
in
not?
No,
episode...
it's
the
the
hair,
hair is not red, baby.
The hair she wears on episode 2 for the
Yes.
when they did the Saga Amazon
Yeah.
look. I wish she had that like long red hair because that is such a beautiful wig and it would have looked so good with this.
Do you mean like an entirely like red wig from the root to the end?
Yes, I want a completely red wig. I understand that there's red in this wig.
Okay, yeah, because that's where
I want a fully red wig.
Okay.
I just realized I have that same necklace
It's a
Good for
stunning
you.
necklace.
and I never wear it because I'm too lazy.
Yeah, it's just I think this look is phenomenal. I think she looks good. It's a bodysuit with a thigh high and like
Of course,
the drama is
But the
there.
body is correct.
The body is
body's correct.
correct. Yeah, I just wish the whole wig was red. But that's honestly my only critique.
I really love this look. The dramatics of it all. I like it where it shines in just the right places, from like the boots and then the corset and then the neck.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really love this. My cup is full for this.
I'm gonna give her a 95.
I'm gonna give this an 85.
Oof. But we love you, Gigi.
We love you, Gigi.
Love you, Gigi. Yeah, Gigi is quickly becoming one of my favorite. Sorry, this was. I don't care what anyone says. This was so fucking funny to me, and she looked great. Like, it takes me back to Jada Essence Hall doing this look when she did the balls challenge.
The
It also
ball,
reminds
the
me of
ball.
the balls challenge. It also reminds me of like, I hope this garners the same reaction from fans that Willow Pill's entrance look did, where they're like,
Yeah.
oh, it's simple and it pisses them off. This is high camp mixed with glamour. This is perfect, and it gets people talking, and that's what a good entrance look is. I'm gonna be honest. I'm also obsessed with Viñas. Like,
Yeah.
I love her, and also hot out of drag.
Yeah. The only thing I want is that I want the towel dress to be a bit longer. That's all I want.
Fair. But when she took like the head wrap off and she had that long wig,
That was everything to me. Sorry, this just the performance of this as a whole was everything to me. This bitch had the audacity to come in here with 2 towels.
And I loved Eva being like, I spent several months on this look, and this bitch walked in a towel.
In a towel. I mean,
and looked amazing whilst doing it.
Yeah.
For the camp alone, my cup is full.
Make it 2.
Make it 3.
God damn it. I was fully prepared.
She is beautiful.
But she's
beautiful. Viñas Deluxe, your smile is beautiful.
Oh my god. I can't. I was fully prepared. I was fully prepared to be the only one to give her a full cup. Honestly, I was like, I don't care. I'm doing it. Like,
but
I think
truly.
It's also just that her face is like she knows how to paint so well.
She also has shape in a towel.
She has shape in a towel.
She has shape in a towel.
And the shoes are lovely. Like, I love the shoes.
Yes.
Like, she got all the details perfect. Like, yeah. Like, what else is there to say? Okay.
Let's talk about Prince.
This was my favorite entrance look. Like, I won't lie. This is so cunty. And I think I like this because this is the sort of drag I wish I could do. Well, I could if I knew how to fucking sew. And, well, I know how to sew. This is the drag I would like to do if I wasn't lazy.
I was going to shade you, but I'm trying not to do that today.
You know, actually, Eris, you know what? I'm going to join you on that train because actually, I think this was also my favorite entrance look as well.
I disagree, even though I like this look a lot.
I think the hair is grand. Her makeup is brilliant. Every detail is perfect. Like, the shoes perfectly color match the outfit. And I love the nails. I love that she's like this whole sci-fi bad bitch. And the entire outfit is giving interesting angular movements. Yeah. I'm a sucker for like anything with a pointy shoulder, and she's just like pointy all over. And I want this outfit. Like, Prince looked fucking amazing. And when Prince posted this, I let her know. I was like, you had my favorite entrance look.
Has she said anything back?
She liked it.
Oh, good.
Bless.
Look at all of us getting interaction from Drag Race queens. And I know there's like more active Drag Race queens currently than like normal, but still, like
that's true. For context, for those of you that don't know, oh wait, did you mean like in real life or online?
I meant online, but tell us your story.
Oh yes, so I know we're talking about Philippines right now, but yesterday I went on a date with a lovely friend who I had not seen in 5 years from a band camp I used to go to and volunteer at. So
Nerd.
next thing you know, at the table like next to me, still very close to me, the one, the only Bombay comes into this restaurant, and I'm starstruck as hell. And I literally told her, what is it? We end up like locking eyes, and then I was like to her, "Oh, you watch my podcast?" And she's like, "Really?"
Girl.
No. And then
Girl.
it takes her a bit. It actually takes her a bit to realize who I am, and she's like, "Oh my god, the cup! Oh my god, the cup! I love you guys." I'm dead serious, and she's like, "Oh,
That's gonna make me cry.
She
Yeah.
was, oh, she's so sweet." She was like, "Oh, thank you for all the nice things you guys have said towards me, and make the bitches jealous." So, and that I did. So
Anyway, Prince.
Once again, I love this look. I feel like I'm also gonna join Eris on the train on if this is kind of the level of the drag I want to wear that I aspire to like have. I'm sorry, that came out horribly.
We got you, honey.
But I hope the drift is caught.
Yes.
Excuse me.
I think, and I said this about Prince. I pretty much defended Prince in the Meet the Queens because I said I thought Prince was going to go for her, and we'll learn more about that later. But I think Prince has an aesthetic that's really appreciated by people like me who do alternative drag. So that's why I expected Prince to do well, because Prince does what Prince wants to do and does it to a really good level, which is why I'm not surprised Prince was cast.
Yeah.
3 words.
Never the same.
The same.
Scores!
My cup is overflowing.
Okay. So here's the thing. I'm giving her a 90, and the only reason I'm giving her a 90 is because I don't really particularly love the headpiece. I don't understand the circular motif of the headpiece, given that everything else is interesting angular movements. But otherwise, I think she looks phenomenal. So yeah, that's all.
Valid.
Brigiding! I learned how to say her name properly.
Brigiding!
Brigiding, not Brigiding.
I said Brigiding, and I felt really bad.
It's also because we kept saying Brividi, which, for anyone who doesn't know,
no.
In the song.
Well, mostly in the cast assessment, I said Brigiding.
Yeah.
It's Brigiding, and I think Brigiding looks phenomenal.
Yeah, she looks great here. Like, I love how colorful this is, and I love the hair. I don't love the head wrap.
I also think she's hot out of drag too.
Agreed.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll get up my list actually because it was in my notes. This is gonna sound so stupid, but my notes for the first episode are intro sequence is cool, TT means dick, and then a list of people I think are hot, and that list is Brigiding, Venus, Eva, and Prince.
Yeah. Sure.
Now with this look, it's not what I was expecting from Brigiding, but I mean, she looks cute.
It's a great statement entrance look, in my opinion.
It is. It really is. I feel like it's one of those where it's like, oh, I can't wait to see. Like, I know she has more than that, especially judging by the promo look, her promo look, I'm
judging by the first couple of episodes.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about it. No, I still think this look has like a decent amount of like polish though, because
I think it's a great look. I mean, it's not the strongest out of everyone's, but I still think it's really good, and I still really enjoy it. Personally.
Yeah, I still think it's a pretty good look, actually. Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give this a 90.
That's fair. I'm gonna give this an 85.
I'm gonna give this a 90.
And last into the workroom, the drama of the season, Xilhouete.
She could be crowned in this. This
Yeah.
is phenomenal.
This is amazing.
She said, "You're going to pay attention to me because I am the one."
She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment.
I mean, come on now.
I will say, 2 episodes in, I am not tired of bone straight black wigs. I'm not tired of it yet.
Because
there
she looks
will come
good
a
in them.
point. There will come a point where I get tired of them. But I have not reached that point yet.
I love her like dark mistress matronly energy.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, she kind of makes me feel like she's the Morticia Adams of Filipino drag. And I think that's a high compliment in my opinion.
She's very much giving me Morticia Adams.
Very.
And I love like the gold splattered onto this, because if it was plain black, we'd probably lose the texture of the feathers. But the shape of this and like the nails, the makeup, the neck piece. I mean, honestly, I want to say I would change the boots. I wouldn't. If it's just, this is just like a super nitpicky thing, I'd maybe have changed the boots to be like a shinier texture.
I absolutely, completely agree with you. It's the one negative I have on this look is I just don't like the texture of those boots.
But it's like one tiny detail.
Yeah.
For me, this is another cup is overflowing moment because I think she looks grand.
Yeah, I basically copy paste everything that was said. This is an amazing look. I would also change the shoe though, into like maybe something that could like match the gold, but like a dark gold.
Even a faux leather black thigh high would have been fine.
Ooh.
But like not the chunky ones, like one like fitted to the leg. Because then it would match the texture of like the glove underneath the like the arm piece that's happening. Because I think that's some faux leather, hopefully. I'm gonna give Xilhouete a 99 because of the shoe.
I've already said, but my cup's overflowing.
My cup is full.
Party.
That's a nice range.
Yeah. So y'all both said that Prince was your favorite?
Yes.
Yes.
I already know what you're going to say.
Oh, I know what yours is. I mean, I'm going to pull it.
I don't think it's who you think it is. My favorite is, I'm actually going to give my favorite to Eva Le Queen.
Oh, okay, work.
But I almost gave it to Viñas. I have to be honest. It was almost Viñas.
Honestly, my top 3 are Eva, Xilhouete, and Prince.
Oh, okay.
Because, I mean, it's kind of funny because if you look at those outfits, they all tell sort of a similar story, where it's like dark, powerful, bad bitches. Maybe that's just because
literally all of the black entrance looks.
The black
in black.
Yes.
I think my top 3 would be Eva, Viñas. Eva, Viñas. Hold on. Sam, do yours.
Yeah, so mine would be... Ooh, this is going to be strange.
Oh, I know mine. Never mind.
For me, this because I'm going to mention some names that haven't been mentioned, but for sure, Prince is my favorite. And then I'm going to say Viñas and Gigi.
Oh, yeah.
I really like Gigi's look.
Mine is going to be Eva, Viñas, and Marina.
Work.
I was like, I know there's one other look that I said I really, really liked, and I couldn't remember who it was offhand, but it was Marina. So, okay. So that's the looks, and we're 45 minutes in. Cool. I just want to touch on a few things that happened in the entrance look situation, and then we can kind of unpack all of those things together. Just like things that were said, like in confessional, We already talked about the Marina and Minty situation. We will elaborate on that in both this episode and our episode 2, which will be out shortly after this one is. But I wanted to highlight specifically, the first thing is that Eva is actually the creator of Drag Playhouse Philippines, which produced the City of Manila version of the Chicago Drag Excellence video. I don't know if y'all remember that video.
I do remember, yeah.
So Drag Playhouse was the organization that organized the Filipino Drag Excellence video.
We've had discussions about doing something like that in York, but we're currently waiting for Gail Force to get back from Cyprus.
Work.
But now Amelia Deal is moving down south again, so it's like...
Work.
Yeah.
I feel like there probably is one for Toronto. I just haven't known much of it.
There has to be.
I can
Probably
see
somewhere.
I can see things like Stephonda Cox, Jada Hudson, even like Juice Box.
Yeah. I just wanted to highlight that. Because I love that video as well.
Yeah, I do too.
Marina and Eva are very, very close. We talked about the Minty and Marina. Prince is besties with Eva and Marina and Viñas because of Nektar Bar. We'll talk about Nektar Bar. In depth, talking about Nektar Bar. Brigiding traveled to the US before COVID. We learned about that in Her Meet the Queens. Got to perform with Lady Bunny, a bunch of US Drag Race girls. Love.
Chicago Queens mainly.
What was that?
Chicago Queens, because she traveled.
Specifically,
Chicago specifically. And there's also talk about the Divine Divas, which is Brigiding, Paula, and Viñas, who it seems do impersonations specifically, because in the photo that they showed, I don't remember who Viñas or Brigiding were impersonating, but it looked like Paula was impersonating Mariah Carey.
I'm excited for Snatch Game.
I'm very excited for Snatch Game.
Oh, I remember seeing a video of them doing like Dream Girls, and I was living.
Oh wow! Okay, work.
I'd love to see that.
Like they had like very stunning like red sparkly dresses, and
your dream.
And then Xilhouete, we find out, is the creative director of Nektar Bar and the former drag mother of Marina Summers, which will be touched on later.
And Minty Fresh
is still her drag daughter.
Yes.
Yeah, we specified former.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, the only one that's former at this point is Marina.
Yes.
Everybody else in the competition that is from Nektar Bar is a drag daughter of Xilhouete, I think. Someone please clarify if I'm wrong, because I don't know.
What I love about Xilhouete is I love that she's not going out of her way to create drama, but she's still giving it to us. And she just has this strong matronly energy where it's like she's not the one to fuck with. Yeah. And honestly, I'm excited to see the rest of her this season.
We'll talk about the workroom stuff in a bit, because
honestly, there's such an interesting cast dynamic this season, which we've not seen on any season of Drag Race in a while. And I think that's maybe just because there's 6 queens from one bar. Yeah. But I'm really ready for the rest of the season. Like, I know it's going to be so good.
Yeah. We also find out that the prize for the season, which is, and I love this, a year's supply of One Size Beauty by Patrick Starr. Love. I don't know if this was 100% confirmed, but I'm like pretty sure Patrick Starr is a guest judge at some point.
I think
I don't know if that's a confirmed thing, but I would love to see Patrick Starr.
I'm like,
I've seen that.
I think I have. I don't know. I might have just spoiled something, but literally since she's giving makeup away, I feel like probably
yeah.
Which I'm very excited. I love Patrick Starr, the SpongeBob SquarePants character and the makeup artist. So very excited. And 1,000,000 pesos, which I did the conversion. It's like 18,000 American.
So very much similar to kind of the first season of
Every franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we go to the mini challenge. We got Pau coming in, talking to the girls. We go to the mini challenge, and it is the Dragna photo shoots.
So
Please, Sam, give
this
us
is
context.
probably the part where you want me to step in. Because
Yes,
I'm
please.
glad that I knew this reference right off the bat. Thanks to my mom having me watch Filipino television as a single-digit-year-old person. So this Dragna is basically Darna. So they have to do their Darna drag or cosplay. I don't want to say cosplay, but they dress up as Darna inspired outfit, and they just have to do a photo shoot and pose in the air.
And they're hung from the air with a fan on, posing in these outfits. I'm gonna be honest, some of these looks, I wish they showed them on the runway. Like, these were some really cool looks.
Some of them had really good looks, which I was living for.
Yeah, it's kind of it's almost a little bit sad that they only used it for a mini challenge because I mean, I will say the majority of everyone looked really fucking good.
Yeah. So for those of you that don't know exactly what Darna is this iconic female comic book character. Way back when, I don't remember when, but I guess I could compare her to like Wonder Woman, like a Filipino Wonder Woman. But yeah, I personally found out thanks to because they used to have a TV show starring this amazing Filipina actress named Marian Rivera. I just want to give her flowers because she got me exposed to Darna. So yes, that's Darna for you. I also would like to highlight the fact that Marina and Xilhouete didn't exactly go for like Darna. They went for like, so Marina actually ended up dressing up as kind of Black Darna, which is why she was wearing black compared to everyone else. Which is kind of Darna's main nemesis. And Xilhouete also went with like Darna fused with her iconic enemy named Valentina.
Was her smile beautiful?
Her smile really was beautiful, although
Good.
not so, maybe not Silhouette's because she ended up like flipping over, but
yeah. So we're gonna do a rapid fire of these mini challenge looks because we're at almost an hour already. So quick comments, quick score, starting with Gigi Era.
Fabulous. The headpiece does remind me a little bit more of like Fall than say
Sure.
Darna.
Yep, it's very Darna though. I do see this for Darna.
I'm gonna give this, just because I don't like the way the breast pieces are fitting, an 80.
I'm gonna say this is an 80. Yeah,
I'm gonna make it 3 80s.
But 80s across the board. 80s across the board.
Okay, up next we have Lady Morgana.
Lady Morgana with feelings.
She looks amazing. I love this look. Only problem is obviously she couldn't move with the arms.
Yeah, she couldn't move in this. How was she gonna come down the runway in this if this was like a runway challenge and not a photo shoot?
And if she had to lip sync for her life in this?
Oh god. Probably would have just taken the corset off, honestly.
I love everything apart from the hair. Like
Agreed.
the hair was just a bit too. It needed a little steaming, or it just needed going through with like a wide tooth comb. But I think.
Sorry,
Sam, you go ahead.
I just love that she ends up like singing a little song going down.
She was so funny.
I love her.
This was kind of the moment when I was like, okay, this is my one for the season. Like, I love her.
Yeah. So basically, the song she sings, the title of it translates to "The Bells of the Church Tower." And that is everything to me.
Work, Diva.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this a 85.
I'm gonna give this a 90. Actually, I love this.
85. Silhouette.
I love this look. I think yeah. Again, I think she was the one that fell over. That ended up like flipping over.
Yeah, she flipped over, I think.
Yeah,
I love the shoes.
the shoes are amazing.
And I just quickly took the time to Google Valentina because I did not. I'd only really known of Dana as the singular character. I didn't know anything about any of the other characters. And yeah, I do get what you say, Sam. Where I think Silhouette did mix Dana with Valentina, and I think she looks good. I'm gonna give this a 90.
I'm gonna give this a 95. I love this.
90. She looks beautiful. Brigiding.
I wish her arm wasn't covering her face so I could see what she had on her head.
Yeah, I'm very much on that same boat.
Yeah, the photo's not my favorite.
That being said, she does look great, and I love like all the beads, and I love the belts, and I love the shin guards.
Oh yes, I remember. What is it? Her headpiece fell. She originally had
Oh yeah,
and then it fell, and she just went on. She's continued.
I think she looks wonderful, and this is another really great Dana look. So I'm going to give this a 90.
I'm gonna give her a 95 as well.
I'm going to be honest. The majority of these are going to be like 85 and up because everyone looked really great.
I'm going to give this an 80 because I don't like the photo.
Fair.
Valid.
Eva Le Queen.
I'm sorry. I love this. I love this so much.
I love this too.
Come on, chin strap.
Come on, chin strap. Yeah, I think she looks wonderful. I think maybe I would have swapped the like black thigh highs out with like red shoes and then shin guards, kind of like mostly everyone else had. But other than that, I think she looks wonderful. This is a 90 for me.
She's giving me Darna with the exception of the gold tits, but literally that's the only detail for me that's kind of missing from it. So I'm just gonna give that a 90.
90.
Oh, actually, you know what? I wish she had like the red boots with the gold trim.
Sure. Corazon.
This was one of my favorites. I like that she changed up the makeup to look like she had been fighting bitches. And I think the headpiece is exceptionally well done. And I think all the armor pieces are exceptionally well done, including the shin guards and the belt. Yeah, my cup is full for Corazon on this one.
My cup is also full for this. I thought she did Darna to the nail.
90. Precious Paula Nicole.
I love this.
I think this is also like one of the really accurate ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I will say is I don't know why she chose to go blonde. I don't know if that's a reference to anything that happened on the show or in the comic books. I'm not sure if I feel Precious Paula Nicole in blonde. I think she looks much better when she does dark hair. But other than that, the outfit is really well done, and I love that the boots are stoned. Like that is so cunty. So I'm going to give this. I'm going to give this a 90.
I'm going to give this a 95 just because of the hair.
95.
Oh, so no, I'm the bad guy.
I've been the bitch this whole time, so. Viñas Deluxe.
My cup is full.
My cup is also full for this. I love this.
I hate the hair.
Actually, yeah, my cup's out at 99 because I think the hair. I agree on hair.
I'm not sure if it was to like replicate Darna or just be Darna inspired. I think that's kind of where I'm at with it.
It doesn't really matter to me. I
imagine most of them probably had to go with inspired because if they did like an accurate
right,
look, copyright probably. What I will say is the actual like armor piece and the nails. I mean, she probably kept the nails familiar, but the actual armor piece looks incredibly well done, much like Corazon's did. So I really like this. My cup's are at 99.
My cup's at a 90. I feel like what's going on down at the crotch seems a bit lopsided, and it's not like perfectly in center. That's
Yeah,
probably
but she is hanging in the middle of the air.
no. But even when she's like just standing normally, it's not even like it's still a bit lopsided. So
Okay.
85. Marina Summers.
giving us Black Darna to the T. Actually, I thought this was great.
My cup is full.
My cup's full.
My cup's full.
I have nothing to add. She also had like one of the best poses.
Yes. Minty Fresh.
Okay, so I don't know if this is just her own interpretation or is this something she's taken from the show. But I think she took the most liberty with it, and I love the gladiator sandals, and I think she looks really, really great. I'm gonna give this a full cup.
I think. I wish it was more. I guess this is me being like, oh, it's not Darna. But I wish it was more red on it. More
Yeah,
more
like
the
if she replaced the white fabric with red.
Maybe, yeah. So I'll give this an 85. Still looks great though.
She looks great.
90.
Okay, work.
Turing.
Big girls can do it too. I'm just saying.
That part. I think she looks good.
She looks great. I think she looks good too.
This isn't particularly my favorite. I like the hair. I kind of wish she had done more the bra and panty that we've kind of seen. And also, I don't like that she just went for the black shoe. I also wish she had done the red boots with the gold trim. For me, this is one of the weaker ones for this part of the challenge. I'm gonna give this a 75.
I think I'm gonna give this a 70.
Oh, thank God, I don't look evil.
I was gonna give it an 80. Shit.
Also, I wish the headpiece had.
Okay.
Oh, I just remembered this. Turing, you're safe.
Yeah.
I think Prince kind of gave up from the waist down.
Yeah.
Like even it's not giving me Dana. From the waist down, it's a completely different look. Like the upper body part looks good, but from the waist down, it's not it. I will say that is a very lovely wig, but
it is.
If you only get half the look right, you don't get more than half a cup. So I'm gonna give this 50.
Unfortunately for me, this is the weak. To me, this was the weakest one. I'm gonna give this. I'm also gonna give this a 50. Yeah.
40. And that's all.
Yep.
So we do that. Mini challenge is over. The winner is Marina Summers.
Luckily so.
Very well.
You deserve this.
I agree.
She looks lovely, gal.
So we move on to the Maxi Challenge, which is the totally impressive talent extravaganza.
Also known as Ite.
They were so foul for this.
Which I was recently informed is.
So for those of you that don't know,
please do.
The totally impressive talent extravaganza, also known as TITE, also known as Titi, means dick.
This season is going to be so unserious, and I'm so excited for it.
Penis!
It's so camp, and I love it so much.
Penis!
Penis show.
Sure.
Penis Deluxe.
No!
I told you not to do this on stream, Eris.
How could you? You've betrayed me. You've brought shame to your cow.
Dishonor on you, dishonor on your family, dishonor on your
On
cow.
your cow. Thank you.
A plague upon both your houses, if you will.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about all this fucking bullshit in the workroom. So, Xilhouete and Minty are kind of like just off to the side. They're not really interacting with the girls, whatever.
Well,
And
that's
then,
because everyone's congratulating Marina, and
yeah.
Xilhouete and mainly Xilhouete was like, "Oh, I'm not really having any of it. I don't want to be fake."
Yeah.
And I love that for her. She's like, I don't like you, so I'm not going to congratulate you.
Yeah. And then Mama Pao comes into the workroom to like talk to the girls. And by the girls, I mean she talks to Lady Morgana by herself and then pulls all of the Nektar girls.
All of the Nektar girls.
All of them, 6 people standing around this table.
6 queens stand before me.
Could you imagine?
I swear to God, if we have a 6-way lip sync between all of the Nektar girls.
Wait, no, didn't one of them go home? Oh, we lost one already.
We did.
A 5-way lip sync with all of the rest of the Nektar girls.
Or the Obar girls.
Oh my God.
Please. The drama.
So what ends up happening is Mama Pao is basically being a shit stirrer.
Which I enjoy.
Which I did enjoy. And is like talking about, you know, the performances, congratulating Xilhouete on, you know, being the creative director. And then she's like, well, is there anyone you don't get along with in your work?
And then she looks over to Marina.
And then Xilhouette's like, well, yes, if I'm honest, it has to be Marina. And we don't get the whole story.
Which makes me think we're probably going to get it later.
Yes.
Because even like Marina said in a confessional saying, oh, it's hard for me to kind of explain it wholeheartedly about why I left the House of Xilhouete.
But then again, I don't feel like Xilhouete is the kind of person to just spread that information willingly. And I feel like for us to get that story, producers are probably going to have to push her to give that information.
Yeah.
Would y'all compare this with, like, say, like, Mini Cooper?
Not really. No, I would more so compare this to, like, the failed storyline from season 13 between Tina Burner and Rosé.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it feels like. Because, like, episode 1 of season 13, they're, like, I think it's actually in the Untucked. It's not even in the episode. But it's basically, like, both groups are, like, talking. They're like, oh, which queens did you meet with? Yada, yada, yada. And Tina and Rosé both find out that the other one's here. And then they're like, oh, well, fuck Tina Burner. Oh, well, fuck Rosé. And then literally nothing comes of it. But I feel like something's going to come of it with this one. But that's kind of the, like, perspective that I'm getting. Or, like, one of the many seasons where there's just a fuck ton of new... Oh, no. This also reminds me of Aquarian Cracker. A little bit. Like, I'm getting that sort of, like, the New York girl energy. Like, I'm getting that from this situation. The gist of it, and correct me if I'm wrong, the gist of it is that Marina put out a song
after she had left the house.
And so there was, like, a whole lot of, like, online drama. We find out later, and in episode 2, which we'll talk about it then, about Brigiding having some things with Marina and having some things with Minty and, like, a whole situation with that. It's still kind of unclear. I'm confused.
I think it was kind of around Marina's birthday or so as well.
It was on her birthday.
Yeah, so she put a song on her birthday, and Xilhouete was like, oh, let's make her look bad kind of thing. At least that's how it came off to Marina.
That doesn't sound lovely. I don't want to put blame on anybody because we know literally 5% of the story.
Yeah.
So, like...
I'd love to know more about it, but we'll have to see.
Sides.
I feel like we're going to know more, and I feel like if Marina and Xilhouete don't both make the top 4, one is going to send the other home. Like, it's going to be produced. We're going to have that happen. It's going to happen.
Right.
Or... Marina and Minty are going to lip sync. Like, I feel like we're either going to get Marina and Xilhouete or Marina and Minty. That's going to happen. I just feel it in my bones. So yeah, I'm hoping that we understand more of that story as things go on. But yeah, I'm like, Xilhouete was saying that Marina had like disrespected her and her daughters, and that was like Xilhouette's reasoning, and they like come to like some sort of like apology situation. Not really. It gets brought up again in episode 2, so we'll bring it up in that episode. Whatever.
Whoops.
So we go to the runway. The guest judges.
Show.
What?
The talent show before the runway, right? No?
No,
Well,
we go to the
I
runway
was-
to meet the judges.
Oh, we do, yes, sorry.
I'm trying to say who the guest judges are, Sam de Monteverde.
I'm so sorry, thank you for the clarification.
Fucking bitch.
You're welcome, bitch. Our guest judges, as I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by a fabulous human. The guest judges are BJ Pasquale, who was the photographer for the mini challenge.
I believe BJ is one of the rotating judges.
It sounds like we've got about 7 rotating judges.
3.
So, okay, so on the fandom wiki, there are 6 people listed as rotating judges.
Oh.
And that's
Well,
obviously that's all aside from Colette Karen and Jiggly.
No, that includes Khaled, Karen, and Jiggly. And then there's like
they
4
look
other
wonderful.
people. So from what I understand, I have a photo of all of them. Don't worry, I'll bring it up in a second. From my understanding, Khaled, Karen, and Jiggly are both simultaneously acting as the Michelle Visage character. And then all of the other men that they've had on are the Ross, Carson, the Reese, the Graham, the Allen, the insert homosexual man here.
Yes.
Is my understanding. But yes, I did have a photo of the judges for this episode. BJ is hot as fuck.
Agreed.
Yes.
But you know who
And-
looks lovely, gal?
Jiggly motherfucking caliente.
Jiggly motherfucking caliente. In fact, everyone looks great. But like,
Oh yeah,
Jigglesworth.
love Paolo's dress. I
Agreed.
love this dress.
She looks wonderful.
Love. Khaled Karen, also fabulous. Leg. Look at the leg. Look at the material. Hello.
It's giving lag.
Sam? Oh no, did we?
I think she's frozen.
I
Well, I will
believe
say this. I love Paolo's dress, and I love that it was reminiscent of the Filipino flag.
Yes, Filipino flag colors. I did love that.
And also, our guest judge looks lovely today.
Oh yes, she is Pops Fernandez,
Pops Fernandez. Yes, I loved her dress.
who is she's a singer, entertainer, entrepreneur, TV host, and actress. That is.
A very
I'm
long
sorry.
list.
Okay, hold on. How old do you think that woman is?
40.
55.
No
The
way.
bitch looks phenomenal.
Is she an
Wow.
entrepreneur for a skincare brand?
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
Then Sam's not here to say, but Sam would probably have just interjected with Asian don't raisin. Because Sam said that a few times before on the pod.
Yes.
I kind of want BJ's entire outfit, if I'm being honest.
I kind of want BJ and his entire outfit.
I just realized he has bigger arms than me. I'm sad now.
Yeah, same. But I guess shall we start the discussion?
We can do.
Okay. Cool.
I'll drop Sam a message.
Party. First up is Marina Summers performing an original song and dance.
This is good. I like this.
This is perfectly cute. Like,
I'm trying to remember as much of it as I can because, like, as I said, I haven't watched it since Wednesday. But her legs look phenomenal.
the outfit is like basic. The outfit's like a more basic, dress bodysuit situation.
Yeah.
The hair is cute. She looks cute. The song was cute. The dance was cute. It was cute.
It was cute. It wasn't the best original song and dance of the night. Actually, no, it was in my opinion. Oh, was it?
No,
I know because I really liked Minty's.
I was gonna say, yeah. I actually am kind of surprised that Marina was in the top. I think that has a lot to do with her runway look.
Oh, yeah. But I will say there was a lot of acts tonight that I thought were going to be at the top that weren't.
Yeah, and we'll talk about those. But yeah, I thought Marina did perfectly lovely, perfectly wonderful, perfectly fine. So yeah, there's that. Brigiding doing a magic show, and I love that we're finally getting a magic show that is not being judged by RuPaul, so it can be accurately judged.
Yeah, I thought Brigiding was going to be in the top for this.
I didn't. I also thought this was perfectly fine and lovely and wonderful, but she stumbled a little bit in some of her magicking. There were a few moments where like you could tell she was thinking about what she was going to do next.
She had a bird.
She had a bird. She sold it perfectly fine. I thought this was a perfectly fine magic show. I mean, nothing is going to beat magic. I'm still upset about the robbery of sugarcane.
I will say this outfit looks really nicely done.
Mm-hmm.
And
oh yeah, I love. Go ahead.
It does take me a little bit back to Bob the Drag Queen season 8, Final 4.
Oh my god.
Do you know what I mean?
The blazer and leggings at Final 4.
But she ate.
She truly did. Yeah, I like the detached bow tie. I like the cut of the jacket and the pants. I think she looks good.
This might just be a presentation thing or being raised by my absolutely anal parents, but I wish the shirt was tucked in.
Sure, yeah. That's valid.
Magic.
Turing doing a contemporary dance number. Now, I have to be honest. When it popped up and it said Turing was doing a contemporary dance, I immediately panicked. Because the only other contemporary dance done for a variety show wrongfully got electroshock sent home. So I was a little nervous. I loved this performance.
Bitch, Turing knows how to move.
Yeah.
And she has really great storytelling. Like, this almost made me cry. Like, it was
I did cry. I did. I know a lot of, like, the whole point was honoring those who have lost loved ones from COVID. So I love the messaging. I love that she started with the mask on. The story. She is a storyteller. I think that's
remember COVID?
It's still happening, girl.
Remember COVID? Remember when that was a thing?
It's still happening. My friend got COVID like literally yesterday.
Like this. It's just thinking about lockdowns. It feels like a complete lifetime ago, when it really wasn't. It's just
literally 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years of my life that is just like pitch black.
My mid-20s are fucked.
Just a quick segue, but my 21st birthday was during like a halfway lockdown where you could see one person outside your house. And my family's person for that week was my best friend, so I could go through KFC drive-through with her and wear a little sash and crown whilst we sat in the KFC parking lot and ate KFC.
I love that. Like, as depressing as that sounds, I love that.
My 21st, gal.
My 21st, I bought a
vodka?
No, I bought a shitty like liter tin of like some alcoholic beverage from like a Circle K.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it was not a cute moment. Anyway, honestly, if we're going based on performance alone, My winner was Turing. I'm gonna be
Mhm.
honest.
Which I think she did great in the challenge, and then we'll talk about the runway. When
We
the runway
will
comes.
100% talk about her runway. But I loved this performance. Fucking Eva Le Queen
This
doing
was so
sexy
fucking funny.
spoken poetry.
I wanted her to be in the top for this.
Was she not? She was on the top.
Oh yeah, she was. Fuck my drag.
Rightfully so.
Sorry, I just before we started filming, I was watching episode 2 where she wasn't
Yeah.
in the top. But episode 2 is Untucked. But
Oof.
that being said, this was different to anything we've had on Drag Race, and it was so funny.
I mean, the closest thing I think immediately is same parts.
Yeah, agreed. And that was like an iconic performance, and I think she lived up to that. Like she did really great. And this outfit is wonderful. Like Eva has got the nicest fucking wigs.
The gown, the wig. Oh, she looks so good. Like I loved it. Yeah, I think a lot of queens may have been like trepidatious in the years since See Me With Them Hands. But I love what Eva did with this performance. I'm very, very, very happy with Eva.
She slayed.
Very that. Corazon doing a Barangayan dance number.
I thought she did great.
I'm gonna be honest, I was surprised she wasn't in the bottom.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't all that thrilled. Clearly, she is a good performer. That is made very, very evident. What I have a problem with, first of all, is the cut of the outfit. This, like, I feel like the chest situation specifically just looks awkward. I thought the dance was fine. It's incredibly impressive that you can do a split on 2 chairs. So I'll give you that. But
the only person I know that can do this is Mocha Diva from Thailand season 2.
From Thailand season 2, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least on Drag Race.
Yeah.
The only people I remember doing it. I found the performance to be a little chaotic and kind of all over the place.
I enjoyed it, but maybe that's just me.
That's fair. I
wouldn't have put this in the top. I would have kept this safe.
I think her runway saved her, in my personal opinion. I also come from a dance background, so I might be a little bit more harsh on dance performances that don't hit the mark. And I feel like her coming after Turing didn't do her any service for me personally. But I think this was perfectly fine. Now that I think about the 3 that were in the bottom, no, Corazon, you could be safe. That's fine. Yeah. Because now we have to talk about Lady Morgana with feelings. And this just... I wanted... When she said...
I'm not willing to address this.
Don't do that. Okay, fine, I'll do it. Okay, so when she said to Mama Pao that she was going to do a comedic news reporting skit in 3 languages, I was intrigued.
I was excited.
Like English, Tagalog, and Bisaya.
Yeah.
I thought that was like, I loved the concept. The execution was not there, Mama. I'm sorry. I love you with feelings, Lady Morgana.
She said this in Untucked that this probably would have come off really well in a bar. But in front of cameras and in front of a panel of judges, I think she just got nervous and she didn't go with her gut and it didn't work out well for her.
What I wish this was, now that I'm like thinking about it a little bit, I wish this was like integrated in with like music. So there was like a lip sync element, like a song lip sync element to the reporting. Because I feel like if you splice, because I've seen drag queens that I know do this kind of thing, where they'll put like news clips in with like a song and make like a mega mix out of that sort of stuff.
Guilty.
Eris being one of them. I didn't specifically think of you immediately, but I remembered that you have done that.
I did another one bites the dust, clipped in with all the Tories resigning from earlier this year.
Yeah. Yeah, so something like that, I feel like maybe would have been a little bit more effective because as we come to find out, Lady Morgana is a great lip syncer. So I just wanted a little bit more out of this. The look is also not there.
I don't think she was trying to give a good look for this challenge. I think she was just trying to be funny, but it is giving me H&M.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. But love you with feelings.
Love you with feelings.
Minty Fresh doing an original song and dance / laser show.
Really sickening.
This was fucking cool.
Yeah, I love the lasers.
This was so cool.
If I'm gonna be honest,
yeah.
Oh, sorry, Logan, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say the look as well. Like, I love this hair. I love the fringe. This is kind of what I wanted the fringe from her entrance look to be a little bit. Like a little bit more like even, a little bit like fuller. I think Sam was also saying that earlier.
See, I was gonna say I would love it if she just got rid of the fringe.
Oh, okay.
Wait, didn't she take it off at some point, or am I being stupid?
I think she did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she did.
Yeah, but other because the catsuit underneath is fucking cool, and she looks really cool in silver hair.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love the lasers. Like the only other drag queen I've seen do that at shows is season 8, colorful, pointy.
Oh,
Acid Bay. Yeah.
If you had said pointy bitch, I would have gotten to Acid Betty faster.
Yeah, but like they're the only person I know who does like laser stuff.
Well, and we did just see a laser runway on All Star 7 from Raja. So
yeah, well, yeah.
It should have been presented better by Wow Presents, but that's a side point.
Yeah,
I
Minty cleared.
Yeah, I thought the song was really cute too.
It was fresh and delicious. She's fresh and delicious, Miss Fresh-alicious.
I hate us.
Try to say that with a lisp.
Fresh-alicious. Let's talk about Viñas doing a good old little comedy act. This was cute.
This was funny. This was really funny. I'm glad that like, because I had this issue with Drag Race Thailand where sometimes I didn't always get the humor. Yeah. I'm glad that with Drag Race Philippines, I'm able to get on board with the humor because this really made me like bust a gut laughing. I thought Venus did wonderful. And honestly, I for a moment thought she was going to win.
It's Viñas.
What did I say it wrong?
You keep saying Venus.
Viñas.
It's okay. It's the Spanish colonial influence on the Philippines. Because go back to world history where Spain invaded the Philippines. So you get like the enye in the language, which I love as a part of the Tagalog. But yeah, I thought Venus did a great job. This is slay.
Yeah, Viñas was wonderful.
She is wonderful. I'm really liking her through 2 episodes. She's like slowly becoming one of my favorites.
I want to see her in the finale.
Sure. Yeah. I feel like there's like 8 queens I want to see in the finale. Like full tea.
Okay.
Thanks.
This wasn't really burlesque. Because burlesque involves an element of sensuality and removing articles of clothing and being sexy and being confident. This was more so a little dance number with a magic trick. Like burlesque. I say this just because like I recently did a show working with like 40 plus burlesque performers.
Yeah.
This doesn't do burlesque performance. I think she looks wonderful, and I thought what she did was fun, albeit it was bottom 2 worthy.
Yeah.
But just because you're wearing a burlesque outfit does not mean you are doing burlesque.
I don't even really like the outfit, if I'm being honest. I don't understand.
The outfit's cute.
I don't understand the outfit with the hair. Like, it feels like she's giving 2 completely different vibes. But yeah, I didn't love this. It was for me the weakest performance of the evening. Welcome back, Sam de Monteverde,
Hi.
For the crab
aka Sam
strikes in.
DMV, aka Anissa Long.
I crashed and I lost all my notes, so
No. Well, what do you think about Prince?
ooh.
Enough said.
Oh.
Let's move on. Oh.
So she looked wonderful.
She looked amazing,
Yeah.
and I really did enjoy the
The
tribute.
same fucking boots.
The same
The
boot.
same boots.
I want the outfit.
Same parts? Nope, the same boots.
What I will say is this is a beautiful tribute to her grandmother.
Yes.
I don't
Yeah.
know if it works as a Drag Race talent show segment.
No. So I've done art performances similar to this in the past. I've
What?
done basically this exact performance in the past.
Is she like drawing with like wax? Like was she like
So some people will use wax. The other thing you can use is actually watered down acrylic glue. Because the whole point is you want something that's going to be tacky enough to then when you throw glitter on the thing, it shows up. I think the other difficulty with this is that she didn't draw the lines of the
grandmother.
The portrait is the word I'm thinking of. The lines of the drawing of the portrait were not very well defined. So when she threw the glitter, you don't really see it unless you go like close up, and the close up shot that they got was the only one where you really kind of see what she was going for. I also don't think this went as she planned it to go mid performance, because you could see a little bit of panic and she was like, I'm not sure what I'm doing, and then like hastily is trying to throw the glitter onto this. I'm gonna be honest, I thought she should have been in the bottom.
No, this was one of the worst performances for me, but I think her runway saved her, and we'll get to
I
that.
absolutely agree with you. If I'm looking just as at the pure performance, I think I might have put her in the bottom too.
Yeah. Performance alone, I would actually no. I think
It's very close. It's very close between her and Lady Morgana for me.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. Do you
I don't
know?
know.
I don't know.
Gigi Era doing some risque dancing, as it was labeled,
This is fierce.
and delicious. She
Yeah,
is
it was-
Miss Fierce Delicious.
It was a bar worthy performance.
Yeah.
I think it kept her safe.
Yeah.
I hate the shoes.
I don't like.
And I love a good go-go boot, but I think they're just an odd length when they're just slightly below the knee.
Yeah, I agree
And
with you.
also the height of the heel is very frumpy.
Yeah.
I don't think it complimented her in any way. But it was an okay performance.
I love her Joey J sleeves.
Yeah, I was gonna say it gives me Joey J.
I love a
Actually,
good chicken color.
the sleeves look better than Joey J's though.
Not even a marabou coat.
I mean,
Yeah.
I like the
No,
sock though. I think
No,
the
it
sock-
I think she looks better than Joey did.
She did.
Love you, Joey J, Arizona Queen. Yeah, I thought this was perfectly lovely.
Too.
I thought this was perfectly lovely and wonderful from Gigi. I love this hair.
This
This
hair.
bone braid blonde wig on Gigi, I love.
Glued down to perfection.
Yeah. I love that she had a fan or a wind machine as well. I loved
Yeah.
that. I think it was Eva was like, the bitch brought her own wind machine.
Yeah.
Like, I loved it. I thought Gigi did a good job.
Yeah. The song is great too. I enjoyed the number.
E. Precious, Paula, Nicole closing the show with a folk dance.
This was wonderful. I really enjoyed this.
I really
I did
enjoyed this
too.
too. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in a bit more depth about this because luckily I still remember this part of my notes.
Yay!
For those of you who don't know, the traditional dance that she is doing, I don't know how to pronounce it correctly, but I think it's pronounced Paunjalai. Paunjalai.
It's a better pronunciation than Eris and I would do.
Okay, yeah, sure. But it is a traditional dance that a bride and groom usually do before the wedding ceremony.
Lovely.
Yeah.
And I believe someone said in the confessionals that she did the role traditionally done by a woman.
Yeah.
Which must be a really powerful statement for her to make, and I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And I think she looks great as well.
Yeah. I think she sold it very well, especially assuming the role of bride.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think for us Westerners especially, we wouldn't be able to tell that this was meant to be like a two-person kind of dance. Unless this is like a solo moment in this dance. But yeah.
Party. I think, yep, that's the last one. So, Sam de Monteverde, aka Sam DMV, aka Anise Long.
Yes.
My fellow friendly, I'm not doing the rest of it. Did you have any comments you wanted to make on any of the performances that you missed?
I mainly wanted to comment on Lady Morgana's because
Okay.
there was one bit that she did which I knew exactly the reference of because the video makes me laugh to this very day. So when she ends up like coughing and then she's like, "Oh, don't worry, it's not coronavirus."
Yes.
So there's this lovely, well-known news reporter named Mike Enrique, who is one of the hosts of 24 Horas, which also means 24 hours. So there was a point where this was shortly when after everything started.
It's like March 2020.
Yes, March, April, like around there. And so he does this news report, and as he's going on, he ends up like kind of getting a lump in his throat, and he's kind of getting choked up, not in emotion because he felt like some phlegm building up. So next thing you know, he ends up coughing, and then he's like, "Oh, hindi po yung coronavirus. Like, I don't have don't worry, I don't have coronavirus."
Work.
And then the next reference he does, Lady Morgana does very quickly after, must I say, with the whole Bosto Radio, with the where she slaps her hip. Yeah, so that's supposed to be from like a radio show. I don't remember who hosted it, but when she slaps her hip, that's supposed to like imitate the sound of a gong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
With Lady Morgana's performance, it was very rushed that we didn't get that much time to kind of breathe. Almost similar to like Extravaganza's like roast.
Yeah.
But also like Lady Morgana was also like very panicked because I think in mid performance she kind of realized, oh, this isn't going as planned.
Yeah. Well, and I had said when we talked about her, I had said I would have loved something more like a mega mix where there was like a song mixed in with like these like news clip situation. I feel like maybe that would have been a little bit more effective, but I appreciate knowing the references because I definitely didn't. So
yeah, and I also wanted to highlight from there too. I think Kalad Karen was also I remember at one point very excited for this too. Specifically,
yeah, because she said she was disappointed by it.
Yeah, because she is known for impersonating this this kind of journalist / newscaster named Karen De Villa. And yeah.
Love it.
Slay.
Slime.
You've just been slayed. Anyways, runway.
Runway. The category is Terno. She better don't.
The funniest fucking name we've gotten for a runway in ages.
I
Like, that's
hate
so
it.
clever.
I hate it
hate
so
it.
much.
I hate it so much. So the Terno, as I come to understand it, is a traditional dress of the Philippines.
Yes.
It's the national dress of the Philippines,
The
isn't
national
it?
dress.
I don't. Okay. Please correct me if I'm wrong, even though you may come for me. But I don't necessarily know if this is the national dress of the Philippines. But it is a traditional dress common in the Philippines.
Yeah.
I know it was supposed to be a more unified version of the Maria Clara gown.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, no, it's not the national dress of the Philippines. The national dress of the Philippines is the Barot Saya.
Yes. So
that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
yeah. And it's kind of inspired by that idea.
Mhm. Party.
And yeah. Obviously it's known for it being a gown and kind of the butterfly sleeves of it all.
Sure. And some people did that, and some people did not. So I don't think I put this in any specific order because I could not remember what order they walked the runway in. So first up is Viñas Deluxe.
Okay.
My cup
So
is overflowing.
oh yeah.
Like, she looks so damn good, and this is such a beautiful Terno. Like, she looks amazing.
Yeah, this was very well executed and she looks so good in this.
Yeah.
So this is kind of inspired by okay. I'm gonna try and do this off of memory because again, I lost my notes. But the Panagbangan, which is which is kind of a bit of a festival in Baguio City. And so this is very much kind of like an elevated version of what you would see in Panagbangan.
And her smile is beautiful.
Her smile is
yeah,
beautiful.
every time she smiles, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I really like this. I love the structured corset moment. I love the sleeves and the way that they sort of like mimic the structure, but also like bring something a little bit something interesting and angular, if you will.
But I feel like we're gonna be expecting quite a bit of those, given that obviously the Terno is kind of
Oh yes,
a lot of that going on, which is amazing.
yes. With that
I'm
said,
glad
oh, go
Sorry,
ahead.
Logan.
You go right ahead, Eris.
I was gonna say, I'm glad that this is like the first runway theme we get ever
Yeah.
for Drag Race Philippines, because it's a. I mean, I can't remember if Angina did this, but I know that Kine definitely wore a Terno on Drag Race Canada for her
Yes.
finale look.
Yeah. Angina, I don't think did. No.
No, I don't believe so.
But there is a dress coming up. We'll talk about it later. That kind of.
I know which one you're on about.
Yeah.
But this is the one piece of like Filipino culture I was aware of prior to doing any research, and it was the one thing I was like excited to talk about because I think it's such a beautiful dress and a beautiful type of dress.
Yeah.
And I love a dramatic sleeve.
Pepper Mache, if you're out there, if you want to make me one of these.
Oh my god.
My the last time I checked, my bust size is 34. My waist size is 36.
Anyway, Eris, you said overflowing.
Yes, I said overflowing.
I'm gonna say full.
I sounded southern just then. I didn't like that.
No.
Overflowing.
I'm gonna say it's full. I think there's at least one I would say is overflowing for me.
Her slay.
Eva Le Queen is that one that I think is overflowing.
Actually, not for me.
Oh, I fucking love this.
But
I think this dress
is.
I love this.
This.
The color, the hair, the draping, the rose of it all. The
Can I be a terrible
oh,
person for
good.
1 second?
Yeah, it's fine.
Can I be a really terrible person?
Yeah.
The blue hair, pearl necklace, and green dress. I saw this and immediately thought Marge Simpson. Like she was giving me the Filipino Marge Simpson for just a second.
You know
You're
who
not wrong.
for some reason, you know who I could low-key see wearing this?
Who?
For the oddest reason. I see like Juno Birch wearing this.
I think what it is the
Oh.
hair and
It's
like
probably
the grandness and the shape, because Juno
Yeah.
sort of does that as well. But that being said, this is a beautiful dress.
This is beautiful.
Like all the layering and all the structure is so gorgeous, and I love the pearl necklace and the pearl earring, and the hair is gorgeous.
I know during the runway, Julie kind of gave a nod to Dior. Carrie Bradshaw's Dior wedding dress in Sex and the City.
Work.
Yeah, my cup's full.
My cup's full.
Overflowing.
Slay.
Silhouette.
Okay, I love this, and I loved that we got to learn about the paper dolls.
Yes.
And we got to learn a little bit about Filipino queer history from Xilhouete. I think this could have been the first time she did not wear flat black hair, if I'm being honest. Like, I would have preferred maybe an updo or something for this. That being said, the dress itself is wonderful, and I love the fan. And I love that you didn't see the part about the paper dolls until she turned around. The makeup is lovely here as well.
But I think we already know another silhouette anyways. Regardless, I really love this presentation. Yeah, no, I definitely do agree that this look basically saved her.
Yeah. Because it was a wonderful outfit.
Yeah. My cup is full.
My cup is also full. Yeah.
Yeah, my cup is full.
Fuck it, am I right? Lady Morgana with feelings.
I think she looks great. Don't get me wrong.
I like this a lot.
I really do. Is it giving? It's a stunning dress. I just don't know if it's giving me like Terno.
See, I was gonna say that, but I don't know if there's just like this is just a different variation of it. So
it could be. It actually very might well could be.
And also, I heard some of them did say like they were referring to her looks as Filipiana.
Oh yeah,
Filipiniana. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if they were just given a different theme. Well, the theme they were given was that, and then when they showed up, they were told it was this. Well, told it was Terno.
We've seen Drag Race do this on occasion in the US specifically, so yeah, I'm not gonna judge it on whether I think it's a Terno or not.
Yeah,
I'm gonna judge it on the quality of the garment, and the garment is a lovely gown.
The garment is giving.
Yes, the only thing I want from her is a little bit of shape in the hips, because it is very stick from like the bust down, but then we're getting this big wraparound piece in the shoulder and the hair with the little blonde tendrils. Like bust up, this is perfection. From the bust down, I also don't love the just almost hitting the floor but not hitting the floor length.
I
love the shoes. I love the shoes, and I love the hair.
The shoe is great.
I love those shoes.
With feelings, I'm going to give Lady Morgana an 85.
I'm gonna give this an 80.
With feelings, I'm also gonna give this an 85.
Let's talk about Prince.
So,
okay, Oh, sorry, Sam. Go ahead.
Oh no, Eris, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
So, because I don't know if you were gonna say the same thing as I was going to, but shout out to Robin Char for these references because the videos really helped out. So
Agreed.
Sourced by Robin Char with 3 R's, that is. It's kind of inspired by the famous Chanel tweed suit. in pink.
Sure.
That's all I got from it. It's
Oh.
giving me very smirk eye,
I
and I hate to say that.
I love the garment itself. And I love that she chose to be like an alien underneath it because that's Prince's drag.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like the judges really went in on her. I don't think the shoe was that bad. I know that when she did the updated version of this for a photo shoot, she changed into a much more fitting shoe. But I didn't think the shoe was that bad.
No.
And yeah, the
Yeah.
skin suit wrinkled a little bit, but I mean, happens.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think
the only thing she could have done is like pull it up so the wrinkles were properly underneath the skirt so they didn't see.
yeah. I think my one thing is that on the shoulders, I think there could have been more volume.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought this was great in theory. I love the idea. In execution, it didn't all come together for me.
It also kind of bothered me a bit that the neck wasn't painted.
Oh, I had a lot of issues with the inconsistency in the painting. I do appreciate that. I think it's a glove on her hand. So I do appreciate that, like, the arms and the hands and the legs are the same color. But I wish the makeup was all around there. I'm going to give Prince a 75.
I'm going to give this an 80.
I'm going to give this a 75 as well.
Corazon.
She's just here to fight.
We'll talk about it later.
I really like this.
I think it's solid.
I think it's a really interesting interpretation of Terno. And I think I loved like the coif finger wave with the hat. I loved the collar and then the exposed chest. And I loved the way this moved. I think this was a really this is not what I would have expected from Corazon. And it was an intelligent choice, and I think she looked really great.
She looks great in camo, I have to say. I love this a lot.
I don't.
Boo.
So, okay, I have a couple issues. I think overall she looks good. I think the fit of the bustier is a little strange for me personally. It got a little bit stranger as she sat in Untucked. I don't like that it's essentially shorts. It's not even a skirt, it's like biker shorts. And then there's a separation between the short and the boot. That doesn't, I don't love that. I don't like that the shorts and the lining of the cape situation are not any of the same greens as what is in the camo.
Would you have liked it if instead of the shorts, the green part underneath the bustier went down like Junko jeans?
Yes.
Yeah, because I could see that. I think that'd look really great.
Yes. I think it's just the fact that it's a biker short, essentially. That's just kind of what's throwing me off. Face, hair look phenomenal. Like, clavicle up, I think this is great. I love the ruffle detail on the shoulder itself. But yeah, the bottom half is just kind of throwing me off. I don't like it.
Yeah. For me, I still really enjoyed this, so my cup's gonna be a 90.
I think, especially because I was living for the grenade moment.
The grenade was really, really cute.
Like that moment I found really cute, and everyone and the judges being like, "Ay!" You're gonna hear a lot of that in Drag Race Philippines. Just a heads up for that.
Noted.
I'm gonna give this a 90. Yeah, 90.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this a 70. I'm so sorry. It's not for me. Minty Fresh.
Do we even need to talk about this?
I would like to.
What is there to say?
I hate it. No, I'm kidding.
No, I kind of wanted to talk about kind of what her dress kind of alludes to.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this again, trying to remember off my notes. There we go. Oh, nope. Yeah. Okay, so she kind of makes this, there's kind of a reference made to this like mythical dragon bird like creature called the Minokama or something like that, or Mikuyama. And it is this kind of dragon-like creature believed to be kind of the cause of lunar and solar eclipse because they're so big that they can easily swallow up the sun and moon. And so people get scared of that because they believe that it can swallow up the earth as well. And like literally every one of its scales are swords. So you don't want to mess with that thing, even though it's mythical. But yes, no, this kind of is kind of what it's a nod to, and I think it is very well executed. I love this dress a
She
lot.
could be crowned in this.
She could be crowned in this.
Yeah.
It also kind of is giving like almost Angina energy as well when she
Yeah, that's
had
what
that.
I was thinking of earlier. I was trying to remember if that had butterfly sleeves. So I'm referring to Angina's "Love the Skin You're In" look.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But I was trying to remember if that had the butterfly sleeves, and I remembered as I was saying that it didn't. Yeah,
it didn't.
this does remind me of that kind of just a little bit. However, Minty looks amazing here. Like honestly, the cup is overflowing because she is drop dead gorgeous. This is a beautiful garment, and she accessorized it really well, and the hair is great.
My cup is also overflowing for this.
Yeah, my cup is also overflowing. If I had one nitpicky thing, which isn't even really all that bad, I wish we would have seen a different hair from her in this episode because we
Fair.
got basically the same wig 3 different times, or 4 different times. But honestly, I don't even really care that much because it goes the best with this look. So, period. Brigiding!
Giving you ube and leche flan realness.
I love it! Oh my god, I love this.
This look is
Oh my
everything to me.
This is kind of more along the lines of what I was expecting. I really like some of the creative interpretations that we've had for this runway, but this is giving me the energy that I kind of wanted from this. My only problem, I don't love the hair color.
The hair is a little matronly.
I don't even mind the hair itself. I just wish it was a different color.
I feel like the hair could be like a brighter shade of purple.
Or like a lavender maybe, or a blonde,
Maybe.
or even like a brown. I wouldn't have been. It's just this specific shade of like auburn red just isn't my personal favorite mixed with the pale yellow and the purple that we have in the garment.
Yeah.
The garment colors are gorgeous. Like I love the purple and yellow together.
This is one of my favorite color combinations, specifically this pale yellow and like not lavender, but like orchid. Like
royal purple.
I know people have also said it's kind of similar to like a Miss Universe dress. In 2021, which was also very stunning. But yeah, no, I love this.
I think my cups are going to be at a 95.
My cup is
for the hair.
Yeah. It was gonna be overflowing, but now that I think about it with the hair, different shade of purple, as well as maybe like a bit more volume, like more,
sure.
Especially on up top. I'm gonna say it's full. My cup is full.
My cup is like 2 drops over full.
Okay.
Like we're not overflowing, but like a little bit of tea is trickling down the side of my cup.
Okay.
It's the hair, but like I still love the garment. So Marina Summers,
who had the audacity to come out here dressed as bongos. For those of you that don't know, bongos is milkfish.
Oh my god. Is that what this is supposed to be?
I know it was mentioned.
Bitch. I kind of love that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No,
I
Julie
love
Caliente
it.
actually said, like,
Oh my
during the
God.
judging, like, oh, Marina Summers, like, I can't believe you came here looking like bongos. Which, by the
I
way,
do remember that,
we
yeah.
should really give it a try, especially when it's like fried. Oh, bongos is so good.
Party.
I love the colors. I'm not a fan of the bodysuit cut. I mean, this bodysuit cut in particular is wonderful, but I think I wish this was a gown, personally for me.
Yeah.
However, the
Yeah.
sleeves are ginormous and they're well done, unlike some other
Yeah.
ginormous sleeves we might see later down the line, or should I say ginormous sleeve, singular. But yeah, Marina looks really good here. Like, I love the mixture of like dark blues and the silvers. She looks really beautiful.
Yeah. I think that was the main problem for me too. Like all the colors and everything, like they work well. I just wish there was more going on, like from the waist down. Bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, copy and paste. I feel very similarly. I'm gonna give Marina though a 95.
I'm also gonna give Marina a 95.
I'm gonna also give her a 95.
Ooh, triplets.
Oh, Brett.
Gigi Era.
Okay, I would just like to talk about a moment in Untucked when Gigi takes the skirt off and takes the sleeves off, and Brigiding sat on the sofa just imitates Silky Nutmeg Ganache. If you wanted to lip sync tonight, you were ready to do so.
I loved it.
Yeah,
This is lovely.
I enjoy this look too.
Yeah.
So this was a nod to kind of the mystery of the Golden Buddha, which is kind of like a popular like myth story in a way, where basically the statue of the Golden Buddha went missing.
For me, this is kind of what I think of when I think Terno, and I think she did it beautifully. It's very classic. I love the hair. I wish I saw more hair like this on the runway. This is probably like the style of hair I would have wanted to see from Xilhouete tonight. And I love the jewelry. I think the only thing I would have changed is maybe throw a necklace on there. But other than that, she looks wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm basically I'm gonna copy paste with that too. Yeah, no, there's just a polish. Gigi Era just has some kind of like polish about it, about like her drag aesthetic.
Yeah.
And it's probably her just performing in drag in Australia.
And honestly, I'm kind of glad we get Gigi on Drag Race Philippines, where her references are being understood, rather than on Down Under, where I'm willing to bet stuff like this would probably just go straight over RuPaul's head.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Yeah, and Gigi probably would have gone out early.
100%. Yeah. I'm going to give this a 97.
I'm also going to give this a 90. No, I'm going to give this a 95.
I'm going to give this a 95, yeah.
Party. 2 more, and the first one is Precious Paula Nicole.
Okay, so my mom got this reference immediately.
Oh, yay.
Yeah. So it is an homage to the Cordillera clothing dance, where balancing pots on their heads is very much involved in that, and I think it is very well executed. I really love this.
We're getting so much versatility from Paula, and I'm loving all the versatility.
I'm also enjoying that Precious Paula Nicole is the one giving us a lot of very specific cultural references, because she did a folk dance, and then we got to see this outfit, which was wonderfully done. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing I can really say about this, because I don't have the understanding to critique this.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, she looks good anyway, so I'm just going to say that my cup is... You know what? My cup's full.
My cup is full for this too.
Yeah, I was gonna say these two cultural references juxtaposed with her entrance look, I think is really interesting.
Yeah.
She's
And all
one
that
to watch.
juxtaposed with her promo look too.
Exactly, yeah.
I think Precious Paula Nicole is going to be one to watch out for because I
I-
think she can do it all.
Yeah,
I knew it right off the bat. Yeah.
I completely agree. My cup is gonna be full as well. I really, really like this. And unintentionally, we end with Turing.
Oh boy. I
I
will say they began talking about this in an Untucked, and Jiggly made reference to her baked potato couture look
I screamed.
because of the aluminum foil pants.
No. Oh, I did tours.
And I kind of like the giant sleeve, but I do agree that it could have been done in a more polished way.
Because when you take the sleeves out, when you take like the giant sleeve and then the 10 sleeves on the other side, you just have kind of
A schmanda blouse and tinfoil trousers.
I love the shoes though. I love these shoes.
Yeah, aluminum foil pants.
I honestly, I like the trail of sleeves over her shoulders, and I wanted to like the giant sleeve, but it just wasn't executed well enough. I like that she uses her natural hair in drag because I've never been able to do that. Managed to do it once when I had longer hair, and I nearly went bald. So thank you, clip and ponytail,
Yeah.
for that.
I don't have enough hair to use it for drag, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, mine was about your length when I used it for drag.
Oh, okay.
Well, actually, I did it twice, but yeah,
Anyways.
for me, this is rough. Like, I want
I
her
want to
to
like
defend
it
me.
so bad.
I
get
do.
I get the idea.
Mhm.
I just wish it kind of stayed more true to like a traditional like Terno.
Yeah, because for this theme, it doesn't particularly work. Scores?
I'm gonna say at the tourist, I love you, but I'm gonna give a 25.
Oh God.
I'm gonna give this a 30.
It's gonna be nice and give it a 35. Oh God. Okay. Work, Diva.
And
But
just so
that's
we're clear, we love tearing. Just not that outfit.
We absolutely love at the doors. I just want to give her flowers for the amazing dance routine because that was easily my favorite of the night.
Yes. Yeah. I was saying as well, if it were basing everything on performance alone, Turing was my winner for the evening.
Me too.
With all factors considered, who do we think is the winner? Who is our winner?
Honestly, I think for me it has to be Minty Fresh for the performance and the look.
I would have also given it to Minty Fresh.
I think if Turing didn't
I think if Turing wore
poor
anything
runway,
other than what she wore,
she could
I
have
think
won.
she wins.
Yeah.
But also she has to contend with Minty's challenge being really good and also Minty having probably the best runway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we do. Oh, well, we didn't even talk about Untucked yet. Let's talk about Untucked really quick.
Oh boy, let's.
Okay, I wrote down some things. I'm going to run through them real quick, and then we can unpack them if we want to, because we're already over 2 hours. Okay. Gigi is talking about how girls like Corazon and Viñas like to talk over everybody, and she is tired of it already, and they need to go home in her eyes. Paula does a lot of talking about the beef between Minty and Brigiding. Thank you, Paula, for giving us context. Because Brigiding cast Marina in an online show. And obviously we know about the Marina and Minty beef. And Brigiding was told by Marina in that show that she didn't want to talk about men. but they still did. So Brigiding being the pot stirrer, that also gets brought up in episode 2. We'll talk more about that when we get over to episode 2. Paula tells Corazon about a comment that Turing made when they were having lunch or something, that Turing apparently was praying, their words, not mine, praying for Corazon to be in the bottom. And that all happens. Go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, we later found out that a lot of this is Precious, Paula, and Nicole shit stirring between Turing and Corazon. It was funny to me, honestly. Just because, like, when it did get resolved in episode 2, it does just quite quickly get squashed, and nothing serious becomes of it. But it was really funny in that moment.
Yeah, I didn't love that Paula also included the part about, like, exacerbating that Turing said, quote unquote, like talking about her being a pageant girl, when that apparently was never brought up in the conversation. Turing was just talking about how Corazon was annoying. That part I didn't love from Paula, but the whole overall, whatever, like, shit stir all you want. It's entertaining, so I'm down for it. But that's just me. Then the top and bottom girls come back. Morgana is very upset that she disappointed the judges. Like we talked about earlier, specifically Karen saying that she was disappointed in what Morgana did. This is where we got Corazon confronting Turing about the comments. Paula, then whatever. We also get Minty being annoyed at Brigiding for pushing the narrative of Minty versus Marina, because as Minty brings up, none of this drama is drag related, and it's all specifically like them as individuals, and none of this has to do with drag. So what does that have to do with anything, bitch? And then Jiggly comes back and talks to the girls, and I loved this moment. And she's just being shady, baked potato pants. Everybody's trying to take her ostrich dress and
give her jewelry.
Jiggly has a cute little kiki with everybody.
I loved it. I think Jiggly was really great. I think Jiggly is such a fun judge, and I enjoyed her spending time with the gals.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Sam, any comments?
I did not watch the Untucked, unfortunately. So
anyway.
Well, if that's the thing I get shit for, then cool.
Whatever. I mean, you should at some point because it's entertaining, but
Untucked is good. You need to watch the Untucked, honestly, because it's been better than what we've gone from Drag Race US in a long while.
I realize I finally have access to it thanks to Logan. So,
and also I feel like we need more international Untucked. Like, I could stand to watch 30 minutes of British drag queens trying to knock each other's faces in.
I would love to see UK Untucked, honestly.
I want to see España Untucked.
Yes!
Oh!
That's the one I want to see.
Oh.
I'm just saying. Anyway, we go back to the runway and we find out that the winner of this week's challenge is Minty Fresh. Yes, diva. Work diva. I think I would agree, given everything included. I would agree with the win. The gals that were in the top were Viñas, Eva, Marina, and Turing. All of which I would agree.
Yeah.
We talked a little bit, but our safe girls were Corazon, Gigi, Paula, and Brigiding. We have a bottom 3 of Lady Morgana, Prince, and Xilhouete, with the bottom 2 being Lady Morgana and Prince. I think, given challenge and runway, I would agree.
I would unfortunately agree.
No. We didn't do favorite runway look.
I feel like
Eva Le Queen.
I mean, that is a good answer, actually. For me, it was Minty Fresh.
I'm gonna ignore her hair, and I'm gonna say Brigiding. But I'm ignoring the hair.
Fair.
Anyway, Lady Morgana and Prince are lip syncing to Tala by Sarah Geronimo,
which in English means star.
Star. cute.
It's almost
She
like
is
this.
a
Like,
star.
it's almost like the song of. It's almost like a song of hope, in a way.
Oh.
Like and it's like this promise that'll be made that no matter what we get through, even if we make it to the end, we'll land amongst the stars.
Kind of sounds like a
Reach
Spice
for
Girls
the
song.
stars, and even if you fail, you'll still land among the stars. Or reach for the moon, or whatever the fuck it is.
Oh, I
It's
thought you were
shoot
gonna
for the moon.
say.
Yeah,
I
it's
thought you were gonna
shoot for the
say.
moon, and if you miss, you'll land among the stars.
What did you think I was gonna say?
I thought you was gonna say. Jump for the sky, even in potato shoes.
Oh, I should have.
Even in potato shoes.
Come on, potato shoes. I thought this was a good lip sync for the first episode.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was. I actually really enjoyed this.
Lady
lip sync.
Morgana kind of ate.
Lady Morgana did eat.
She cleared.
She did really well. I enjoyed it. I was
And I
entertained.
think-
I would have tipped.
Yeah, I think a lot of that had to do with like Prince doing her thing at the back of the stage. And I know a lot of the queens were like, "Why are you at the back? Go to the front and turn it out." Like,
right?
and
Like,
Prince was doing the actual choreo. There was
Oh.
actual choreo in the music video, and there was a viral video in 2016 that had choreo incorporated, and then the song kind of resurfaced in 2019, because the gays got it back on the map, when encountering a Karen at a volleyball game.
What? I love that.
not this.
But yes, this is another one of those instances where, doing the actual choreo in the lip sync does not work out. I don't know why that is, but this I can see why, because Lady Morgana was emoting to a T.
She sold. She cleared. She did the damn thing with feelings. I loved it. And that does mean that, unfortunately, the pork chop of the Philippines is Prince. Alliteration.
I lost so many of my favorites this week across all of Drag Race. I'm sad.
Oh my god, you really did.
Like, I lost Bombay, I lost Mini Cooper, and Prince.
And Electra Owl.
And Electra Owl.
I would trade 1,000 Electra Owls for one Bombay, one Prince, or one Mini Cooper.
I agree.
Dance in the
Well,
dark.
That's an episode of Drag Race Philippines.
Party, party!
Party, party. I didn't really love that Pa was like screaming over the music as they're like dancing on the runway.
Oh yeah, that I wasn't
It
expecting.
was a little bit
either.
fight for your life.
It felt very fight for your life. Come on, Pan Pan.
Shout out to Pangina here.
Oh, I love Pan Pan. So we're gonna go because this was 2 hours and I wasn't expecting it to be.
That's definitely on me for crashing internet.
Oh no, I figured we were gonna be long anyway because there were 48 looks to look at. So
Yeah.
with that, we'll be back shortly for episode 2. Imagine if we decided to put them together.
God, we would.
Oh yeah, 3-hour episode. God, imagine if Rhea was here. We wouldn't have even been done. We'd have a 5-hour long episode.
We would still be talking about the entrance looks.
Yeah.
Oh, that being said, this was a really great episode, and I'm looking forward to reviewing more.
I'm loving Philippines so far.
It's
So
looking like a good season.
yes, ma'am. Like, comment, subscribe, share a comment, share some Filipino cultural knowledge with us because I want all of it. I want to learn all of the things. Please give me all the things to learn. So with that, a cheers.
Cheers. With feelings.
With feelings.
Kilometro tayo. Oh, kilometro tayo.